Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. My name is Nick Agesa, and without further ado, let's get into the lesson. So, computers have specific technologies that are built inside them to be able to help them to communicate with other computers on a specific network. And if we open this computer that I'm holding right now, this is a mini PC. Inside it, there are this technology is called network interface cards. So one of them is the wireless one, and the other one is an Ethernet one. So let's just go ahead and open the computer. If I flip it like this, you see there's a port right here. This is where the Ethernet cable is usually connected. And the Ethernet cable looks like this. We usually connect it right here for us to be able to connect the computer to a network. If we look inside the computer, you will see some of the things, probably you know them. This is an SSD, so the storage. This is where all your information is stored. This is the fan. This is the wireless network interface card. This one enables us to connect to the Wi-Fi network. And this right here connected to the motherboard. This is the network interface card, which like the Ethernet network interface card. This enables us to connect to the network via Ethernet. I have a video of a laptop. It has the same things where we have the network interface cards inside that help us to connect to a network. So when you think of a network interface card, just think of a network interface card as something as the mouth of the computer, because the computer uses this to be able to communicate to other networks. In case you want to see the network interface cards inside your computer and you don't want to open it the way I did, you can just come here, right click the Windows icon down there, and then click on terminal. Once this one is opened like that, I'm going to zoom in so that you'll be able to see nicely. Just go ahead and type get net adapter. And when you enter, you'll see all your network interface cards appear like that. And you see this is my Wi-Fi network interface card. And if you see it like that, it's saying that it's up, and that's the MAC address. So one thing that I needed to mention is when the network interface cards were being manufactured inside the factory, people who are manufacturing them decided to give them specific numbers that actually identify this network interface card. And these numbers are unique. So those numbers are unique to that. So example, like if you did get net adapter on your computer and you see the MAC address right there, you won't see the same MAC address as mine because this is unique to my computer. And this is for my wireless network interface card. And you can even see the Ethernet one. It also has its own unique MAC address that identifies that network interface card. Bluetooth also uses the same thing. So there is also another Bluetooth network interface card inside this laptop that I'm recording right now. And you can see that the MAC address is right there. So all of them have they all have their own MAC address, and the MAC address or the burnt in address, this is the address that was put in by the manufacturer to specifically identify that network interface card. Let's say you only want to look for the MAC address of your network interface card and you don't want to see all this stuff. You can just come ahead and write get MAC right here, and it's gonna show you the MAC addresses of your network interface cards inside your computer. Another way you could get to see this is when you click on your start menu, go to settings, network and internet, go to advanced network settings, and you'll see all your network interface cards right there. All of them have specific MAC addresses, and that's how computers speak. As I said, if you think about it, the network interface card is like the mouth of the computer so that the computer can be able to speak to other computers on a network. Another thing that we usually need to be able to communicate on a network as a computer, it's something called an IP address. And I bet most of you have heard of an IP address, or maybe in some way or another know what an IP address is. So what is an IP address? An IP address is a unique number given to every device on a network to help it send or receive data. So an example of an IP address is this 192.168.1.10. That is an example of an IP address, okay? And they are different from MAC addresses because MAC addresses are unique to the network interface card, and they are literally put there by the manufacturer and cannot be changed. The thing about an IP address, it's unique, but it can be changed. And an IP address represents the whole computer as a unit, okay? So that's just think of it like if my computer is on a network and if I want to reach it, I'll reach it through the IP address. That's like let's say the house number of the computer on the network. If I want to reach it, I'll reach it through the IP address. If I want to see my IP address, I'll come back to my terminal and then I'll just do IP config. And when I press enter, I could come down and see I'm connected via Wi-Fi right now. So if I look at my wireless LAN adapter or my wireless network interface card, I'll see this thing called IPv4 address. And this is the IP address that is given to my computer. And this is how other computers on the network are able to actually reach me and see me and be able to communicate with me.